Now let's go to the United States, where the Republican presidential candidate Newt Gingrich looks set to end his campaign for his party's White House nomination.
Mitt Romney is now a certainty to be the Republican challenger in November's presidential election. North America correspondent Craig McMurtry joins us now from Washington. Craig, good morning to you. Well, after threatening to go all the way to the Republican convention later this year, Newt Gingrich has now had second thoughts.
Yes, he has, Michael. Good morning. He has been stubborn. He's been relentless, saying that he is indeed, as you say, going all the way to the convention. However, it's impossible even for the former Speaker to ignore the sweep last night that Mitt Romney recorded across 5 northeast states, big states too, Pennsylvania, New York. Newt Gingrich failed to secure a win in any of them. His campaign had been saying ahead of time that they thought they might spring a surprise in Delaware. It wouldn't have mattered really if they had, because Delaware doesn't have that many delegates, but they didn't. They were trounced in Delaware. And so Newt Gingrich, speaking in North Carolina to his supporters, said that his campaign is now in, quote, transition. But his staffers are saying that he has already phoned Mitt Romney, that he has agreed to suspend his campaign, and that it's expected he'll make that announcement here in Washington next week and will endorse Mitt Romney at the same time. For his part, Mitt Romney and the Romney campaign is obviously celebrating after a very, very strong showing last night. They went as well as they possibly could. They're still 300 delegates short of absolutely locking up the nomination with that 1,144 delegate count that they need. But there is now no chance that anyone else is going to get in the way. And really, it's moved to the next stage, really, the contest between Mitt Romney and Barack Obama. And Mitt Romney acknowledged as much last night when he was speaking to his supporters in New Hampshire.
Thank you, America, because after 43 primaries and caucuses, many long days, and more than a few long nights, I can say with confidence and gratitude that you have given me a great honor and solemn responsibility. And together, we are going to win on November 6th.
Well, the Republican candidate, Mitt Romney there. The only other guy still in the race, at least technically, of course, is the Libertarian candidate, Ron Paul. Do we know what he's up to?
He's staying in the race. His support is interesting. It's a grassroots, lots of young people as well. So he can stay in the race. He's not having to spend as much as the others. And he has run this grassroots campaign and has really demonstrated that he's got stickability. So at this stage, Ron Paul is still in, but it scarcely matters. He hasn't recorded a single win in any of these state primary contests.
Now, Craig, you and many millions of Americans would have seen last night a different side of President Barack Obama on a late-night chat show. Let's take a look.
The reason it's so important to keep down costs is so we keep college affordable.
And the president knows his stuff, y'all. That's why they call him the POTUS, which means person on top. What is it?
Jimmy, POTUS stands for President of the United States.
He's the POTUS with the most stuff.
Let's keep the rates down on college loans.
Barack Obama there with late-night chat show host Jimmy Fallon. Now, that is described as slow jam of the news, a phrase I'd never heard of until now. Craig, perhaps you could fill us in?
It's a new political tactic, clearly, slow jam in the news. It's a feature on this comedian's late-night show, and it's part actually of a quite clever campaign by Barack Obama, by the president, his advisors, to reach out to students. He's been touring college campuses. The young vote really came out big for him in 2008. He's trying to re-energise it. To do that, he's campaigning against a hike in student loan rates. Certainly it's hard to imagine any Australian politician attempting that, let alone Mitt Romney. But the Romney campaign's already ready for this in a sense. They're positioning their guy as the man of substance versus the man of style, Barack Obama. But last night Mitt Romney said that, 3.5 years ago, Barack Obama dazzled everybody in front of Greek columns with promises of hope and change. But where's the country at now? So that's clearly how they're going to position themselves. I don't think they're going to try and match Barack Obama and style stakes. I think they're going to say that their guy is the guy of substance.
Yeah, why would you try to match what we've just seen? Craig McMurtry in Washington, thank you.
Okay.